You realize that you only get a chance to live once. And I came here and I just saw the lake and something came over and I was like, this is heaven on earth.
I walk to work every day. You know, it reminds me of like old time movies or TV shows. When I walk down West Washington, I always see somebody and they're waving at me.
Everything that you can get in a big city, I feel like Marquette is like a micropolitan.
We've, grown to love living here. We've had both of our daughters here. This is definitely our home. I'm Tony Jackson.
I'm Mercy Odiombo Jackson.
And we are people of Marquette.
Well, I actually was born in Nigeria, and I came here when I was 10 years old. It was in the early 90s, and there was a shortage of nurses all over the world, and my dad was a nurse, and he got recruited to come to the United States to be a nurse in Chicago. Most kids have like option A, option B, option C of what they wanted to do. I had one route. I always wanted to be a physician.
I was born in Ypsilanti, Michigan, played a lot of sports as a young kid, ended up getting a scholarship to play football at the University of Iowa. That's where her and I met. I got drafted to the Seattle Seahawks. After the Seattle Seahawks, I played for the New York Giants and I played for the Oakland Raiders. It was a great experience because I got a chance to be around some of the best people in the world at what they do.
We started dating in college, and I went to med school. From there, I actually went to New York for my residency.
After she finished medical school, we were making a decision on where we wanted to live.
I was looking for jobs in Michigan, and I was like, oh, there's a place called Marquette. I saw pictures of the lake. I saw pictures of the UP.
She asked me about Marquette. Where was it? Me being from Michigan, I told her everything I knew about it, which was I don't know anything about it.
So I said, I'm gonna go visit, and I came here, and literally I drove down, and I just saw the lake, and something came over, and I was like, this is heaven on earth.
The lake got us, the lake.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know this place existed. And I fell in love with the people, coming from New York. It's like people are just very, very nice, like they care. And I never experienced that before. I said, you know what, I'll stay on for another year, and 7 years later, we're still here. Still here and here to stay. In 2019, TLC was hoping to develop a medical series. Some recruiter contacted me and said, can you audition for this show? I was like, oh God, what show is this? I was like, I don't think so, They actually sent their whole crew here to watch me perform surgeries for about 3 days. So they actually came, they went, down to the Ordoc and went to Delft, kind of shot some stuff locally in Marquette. They came to Doctors Park in Escanaba, and we turned that into like a 5-minute thing. They sent it back to them, and they loved it. Our TV show is called Dr. Mercy, named after me. Some people think my name is fake, but my parents were not that creative. It was actually my grandmother's name. We are serving and treating patients that have big lipomas, big cysts, anything that's on their skin that stopped them from living their normal life. And we're literally changing their lives and giving them a whole new start. It's a life-changing show, and I was very happy to be a part of it.
So the law degree was a great opportunity for me to develop my communication skills, my writing skills, my speaking skills, all of which I use as the business manager here at Lilly Dermatology.
The practice is actually named after Lilly, and then our other daughter is named Daisy, if you haven't noticed all the flowers around. I love flowers, so we have a lily and a daisy.
Our daughter, born and raised in the UP, she likes rocks and she likes to play in dirt, and she loves trees. She loves cold water. She wants to take baths in cold water.
She loves the cold.
She loves the cold. She's definitely a Youper at heart.
I think the UP, it's a welcoming place, but I think that it might be intimidating for maybe all the African Americans, because you want to be around people that look like you.
The first maybe month or so I was here, I remember sitting at a stoplight. There was a black guy walking down the street, and I'm sitting, and I looked over, I saw him. He looked over at me, and he says, sure is good to see you up here. I said, good to see you, man.
So most of the experiences have been people being more curious than not accepting of us. We've actually had the best experiences with law enforcement up here in the UP.
I imagine it's the experiences you have all the time. I'm like, wow, they were like friendly.
They actually had a conversation with us.
They didn't talk to me like I was a criminal, just kind of was nice and hey, slow it down, buddy. It was very impactful.
It's peaceful. You don't have, I feel like your blood pressure is normal. You're not as stressed out. You're driving, you see the lake, the air is cleaner, you eat better food.
We've, grown to love living here. We've had both of our daughters here. This is definitely our home. I'm Tony.
I'm Mercy.
And we made it, Marquette.